BassResinator here. I have this cute little mold of lovebirds. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're little parrots that are just gorgeous colors. And I thought, how else can I make those colors come out than to use chrome powders? And I'm going to use, what is this one called? It's rose red, red, holographic pink, gold, holographic silver, yeah, and green. And then I'm having to use a color that is not in there, and I'm using my resin rockers, and this is damselfly. It's a darker green than the green that comes in there. I have already put black UV resin in the eyes, and I've cured this. This is not a transparent type of mold, but it's very thin where the eyes are. So I had at it for about a minute and a half straight on, and then about half a minute on the backside. So they've had plenty of zapping, so hopefully those are completely cured. Now, I've got these little tiny brushes here. I'm going to be doing a lot of blending of colors with the feathers. I just noticed there is a branch right here. Oh, just a second. Okay, got another color. This is copper. So I will use that. But I'm going to use these little tiny brushes for the beak and right around the eye. There's a lot of different colors of lovebirds, but the one that I'm going to try and replicate has like this little white line around its eye. So I'm going to use that silver for that, and I'm going to use the gold for the beak and the feet. So let's see if I can do this. It comes all the way up. Oh, this is a luscious gold. Well, you can't see it. It's out of the frame, but I was messing with this gold ahead of time. There, you can see it. Got it on that paper towel. I knew I wasn't going to need much there. Now with these feet, I'm thinking if I open it up like that, I'll get a little bit better chance of getting gold down in there. Because there's no way, even with these tiny brushes, that I was going to get down inside of there. I don't want to get a lot of, that's almost too much. Okay. And that's all the gold. That's all the gold in them dar hills. And so then I put the lid on so I don't happen to bump it and spill it, which would be very not good. Very not good? Is that? Okay, now the silver, and I just need it around the eyes. If you have not been with me before, there's something shiny right there. I don't know what that is. It's still shiny. Hope it works. When you're putting down mica powders or this chrome powder on a mold, whatever touches the mold first is what will be seen when you release it. Even if I go over the top of this gold with red or anything like that, I'm not going to have to worry about it because that gold is down. Now, to go just around the eye. It makes it look like squinting. Okay, now a little bit spilled off on the mold. I'm going to try my best to get it cleaned up because I don't want that color spreading. Okay, now that's the hard part. Now I can use a bigger brush, and well, you know what? Let me do the branch. Now this is not a metallic color, even though it is called copper. It's not. There's not a brown or metallic brown in the chrome powder set from Let's Resin. Helps if I get some powder on the brush. Now I can go right over those feet and not have to worry because the feet are already gold. You have to be careful because that's why I didn't want any getting in there. And the tails are under on the bottom side of this branch. Some of that just flicked off the brush. have to have a good spray with air to clean that up. Okay, brown is done, or copper. This is a very intricate, detailed mold. So there's lots of little areas where that mica can get down in. And do stuff that I don't want to have happen. Okay. You see where I am now? Okay, I'm there. Now, let's get the dark green, which is the bottom of the tail down here. This is the color called damselfly by from Resin Rockers. And it's got kind of a blue mix in there. Okay, now his back is darker. And then I'm gonna feather some of that dark into the wing. Okay, that looks like what I want. Now I'll put the lid on that one. I got way too many pots open here. And if I sneeze or something, would not be good. Okay, now the rest of that wing is going to go the real green. Okay. I want to do a little bit more green down towards the bottom here. Yeah. That's what I'm wanting. Don't need much on the brush for it to go a long ways. Whoa. Okay. Now, on his forehead, no, it's this rose red. And then underneath his eye, it's a little pink. And then that's going to spread down into his belly area. You know, I ought to get a little bit of silver in there too. But before I do that, let's get the back of his head, which is this dark red. These colors. Okay, let me get a little bit of this silver. And I'm just going to mix this with that holographic pink. You know what would be, you don't know. I am going to do even more than that. I'm going to get a little bit of the gold. Whoa. That's a little much. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. I don't know who the person is, but there's a thing that comes out on Facebook and on YouTube. It's called My Art. Now, I don't know who the artist is, but they do this on night skies. They fling a little bit white, and that's the stars. Well, there's a little bit of gold down there. Okay, now for the pink to mix in there. Now to blend. Wow. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I don't remember what the computer game was, but it was one of those educational ones, and this stuff in the background. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I'm going to take this over the trash can, and I'm going to use my compressed air to squirt that a little bit. All the lids are on. I'll be right back. Okay, I mixed up 3 ounces. I don't know how much this is going to hold, but I have another mold over here ready just in case. But I mixed up 3 ounces of Bondcrafter Art 1-to-1 resin, and I put in Kokuyo Black, which is a black resin paste from Eye Candy Pigments. I'll have everything in the description below, so if you're interested in any of these things, the mold, the colors, the chrome powders, the resin, or the paste that I'm using, oh, even the black UV resin that I did with the eyes. If you're interested in any of that, it'll be in the description area. I want to get up into that little area, which is an area that I know will have problems. And right around here on the feet, I need to open them up a little bit so that that resin can get down in there instead of leaving gaps. Let me do this with a toothy picky. And hopefully those feet will get resin in them as well. Well, I still got some left over. Okay, cool. Well, I'll come back to you when it's time to unmold this, demold it, take it out of the mold. Okay, we'll see ya. Well, it is the next morning and this is cured up. Let's see. Gotta love me some Lovebirds. Oh, this is coming out of this mold easily. Now. Oh, you're going to have some spots where there were little bubbles. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. You know, I can see the little spots right here, but they don't take away from the piece at all. The mold looks like it may have been like a matte mold a little bit, but with that chrome colors, And look at those eyes. Did I put the black UV resin in there? Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to take some pictures outside in the sun. Even though it's overcast, I think that's going to show up really good. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go over their feet with a little bit more color. Use one of my chrome markers. Just add just a touch more color on them. You might not be able to see it, but I can. Wow. Those look like lovebirds. Okay. If you are a subscriber, let's zoom in on these guys. If you are a subscriber to my channel, thank you so much. Look at that. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I appreciate you very much. If you're not a subscriber, consider it. It helps my channel. If you do subscribe, right next to down here, right next to the subscribe button, there is a little bell icon. So after you subscribe, click that bell, and anytime I do anything new, you'll be alerted. And my channel now is offering channel memberships. So if you would like to support my resin work monetarily, it's $1.99 for the blue bonnet and $2.99 for the Indian paintbrush. And I changed the name so it's Indian paintbrush now instead of Indian blanket. Yeah. Stick around. I'm going to have some pictures of this out in the sun. Those came out really pretty. Okay. We will see you for the next one. Bye.